Alright guys, what's going on? So my gimbal died and don't have any charged batteries for it right now, so filming might be a little shaky. Sorry about that. Today we're going to be doing an oil change. Valvoline VR1 Racing Oil 20 W50. That was recommended right off FP. They made a whole write-up about what oils to use, so I trust them. I'm running their products, so that's that. Gonna do the clutch master cylinder and the slave, so I don't know. I still feel like I have clutch drag. I don't know if it's the pedal height I need to adjust. It's something. I know it's not adjusted properly, so I got to figure that out. And yeah, so should be a good video. And got the axle replaced. I made a video on it, but it took a lot longer than it should have. And when I went to go edit the video, the freaking camera had a smudge on it, so I didn't even realize. And the whole video was just kind of blurry and shitty. So that night I was supposed to get dynoed, and he ended up getting caught up with the Corvette that was on the dyno. Had problems and stuff, so didn't get to do that. But soon we'll be hitting 400. Get the car jacked up and get this started. Alright guys, so I changed the oil filter, everything, and now I got the slave out. Now the main reason why I'm even changing the slave and the master, well, for one, it doesn't hurt, and I want to be able to totally get everything proper, because I think I do have clutch drag, like I said. Anyways, I wasn't able to bleed the system with this old slave. I couldn't even get to the bleeder valve right here, so I don't know what slave this is for. Anyways, it was impossible to get to this. So the new one is over here where my old one was on my other car, and I was very confused with this. So I'm gonna pop this in, and then that should be easy. It was just 2 bolts and then the one banjo bolt right there. It's up right there. It's still leaking out, so I'm gonna get that up. And yeah, oil change is done. That's all the grease from the axle still in there. That sucks. Oh well, it is what it is. So yesterday I had degreased my whole engine bay, and I wasn't really thinking, so it discolored this, and it discolored this right here. You can see it has like a white glaze on it. Everything else is perfect, fine, degreased and everything. Like, this strut tower looks great. Looks clean. This strut tower looks like shit. Oh well. So, I'm gonna put that slave in, and then I'll get back to you when that's in and start doing the master. Alright. So, as you can see, the bleeder valve is now accessible. Before, as I was showing you earlier, is behind this banjo bolt up there. Couldn't get a wrench on it at all, so I don't know what that is like that for. But now we can be able to bleed the clutch nice and good. So I used 2 new banjo bolts, but I reused the old bolt, and I didn't change this piece because then that would require taking off that nut that's probably rusted into that, so I'm not trying to destroy that. So just keep the old stuff and it'll be fine. Again, I apologize for the shakiness. Now on up here, it's 2 bolts. It's fairly simple, so I'm gonna get to it. It's 1 bolt in here, and then 1 bolt on the other go into in the car. Also just added that in. I've had that for a while, just haven't put it in, so I put it in today. Looks good. Alright, so underneath there, it's just 1 12mm bolt way up at the top, a pin and a cotter pin, This is the extension I used. So you should be able to come out here. Oh, actually, you know what? I totally forgot. You're supposed to undo this first because it makes it easier. So I'll do that now and then pull it out. So luckily, I was able to get that unthreaded because you're supposed to use a wrench. I think it's called a line wrench, and it has more than just 2 sides. It has, I think, four sides, so it doesn't strip it out. But I was able to get it. Came out nice. And yeah, so that's it. Let's open the new one. Yep. 1 second. Alright, so here we go. Here's the new one. It's harder to open it with one hand. Alright, so I think all we have to switch around is, yeah, just the reservoir. I don't know if I was pointing at that. All we have to switch around is the reservoir and the hose. And yeah. So we're gonna match up this, but we're gonna adjust that anyways. And if you guys don't know how to do that, I'll show you how to do that too. So yeah. Alright, so this one just slides right in, obviously. And then once you get it in, get it around this clutch line. 1 second, maybe you can see that. A little bit of a tight fit, but should make it. Alright, so once you get it in, before you start to bolt it in, you should do the clutch line first. That way you have like a little bit of wiggle room. Alright, so it's in. I got that started. You don't want to cross thread that. It's very easy. So I'm going to tighten that bolt down there. If I could find it, I dropped it. So I'm going to go get a magnet, see if I get it out. And then tighten the one on the inside, and I'll be done. Well, I got to bleed the clutch, but be done with installing the new Slavin Master. Alright guys, so adjusted the clutch pedal and bled the system a little bit. I'm going to still bleed a little more. So what you do to adjust the clutch pedal, go to the car. It's kind of a pain in the ass. 1 second. You see that rod up there? There's a nut on that, and what you have to do is you have to thread that in. I started when you thread the rod all the way out, and then alright, so you thread that rod all the way out, and then you have another person under here, and when they can push this thing back in, the clutch fork back in, see, I have to bleed a little bit, it's not retracting, but anyways, when you can push this all the way in, you stop there, you thread the rod out a half a turn, and then when they can't push this back in, you thread it back in until they could just push this back in, and then that's how you adjust the clutch pedal, not the pedal, just the rod. I'm not sure if that was confusing or what, but that's how you do it. Oh. What else? So I just gotta bleed the clutch more, and that's simple. Just a 10mm on that. Have somebody pump it, hold the pedal down, and then open it up. Wait till it's just all liquid and no air coming out, and that's done. And then what else? Then that's about it. That's all I'm doing today. Hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll probably go take it on a rip, and hopefully hopefully it's not as notchy anymore, because that's what they're saying it could be, is you gotta adjust the clutch. So I just got a new master, new slave, adjusted, bleed it, and hopefully that fixes the notchiness. So I guess you'll see that if I go on a test drive soon. But if not, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like and a comment if you have any questions, whatnot. I'll see you guys in the next one, and the next one's probably going to be aluminum radiator. So see you. Alright guys, so we're all done bleeding the clutch. I'm going to start it for a little bit to make sure the oil's good. In a minute after it warms up for a little bit, because now that I'm using thicker oil, they said I should let it warm up to like 90%, 100% warmed up before I start driving it and whatnot. So let this warm up, clean up, and then we'll be out. Alright guys, so I just test drove the car for a little bit. It's still doing clutch drag. I can feel it now, but the clutch definitely releases earlier than it used to. But like I did I don't know if you hear me, but I did the, yeah. You can feel it kind of try to move the car. So I gotta figure that out. I'm not sure. I might take it to the shop. I've adjusted the clutch. Not sure. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy this video, and see you guys in the next one.